ライオン神エスカノール様だ。震えるさ。
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Critic Alex, and I've actually thought about changing the channel's name to Cynic Alex or some variation of Cynic Alex. I think I'm having a crisis of identity. Anywho, today I want to talk about cosmetics because there's been a pretty big development for global, especially when you compare it to the JP server, the Japanese server, and that it really means a lot for especially free-to-play players and very low-spending players who want to get the most out of characters and the most out of the best cosmetics. So what am I talking about here? The original set, Honor and Scars Holy Knight set, it came back. It's back. This was I believe this was the very first set released on global, and it was touted as a pretty lackluster set except for Jericho, who at the time was the best. I mean, she was great for PvP, but she's also really good for Knighthood boss. She was like best in slot for most content when global first released. And then of course HOWZER's set, and in particular from the Ranger HOWZER Holy Knight set, it was the Eye of the Storm weapon. You can see this weapon has insane substats, 8% pierce rate, 6% crit damage. This is the best, the single best substat weapon in the entire game. You're not gonna find a game. You're not gonna find a game. You're not gonna find a weapon that has a higher pierce rate. You're not gonna find a weapon that has a higher like combined stat total. This is 14% worth of stats. It's bonkers. The value is just incredible. Not to mention, like, the pierce rate is amazing, but then you remember that his other skill, or his non-pierce skill, has Sever, which means there's ×2 crit chance, which means the crit damage is even better. So the value here is insane. And so many people made videos saying, you know, hey, buy this weapon, and you had to purchase it for real money. That was the thing. You had to spend whatever, $24 US or $25 US, $33 Canadian, and you would purchase the whole set, and you'd get 30 diamonds, which is decent value, but it's completely inaccessible for free-to-plays. But so many people were like, you know, you gotta buy this. This is the best weapon in the game. It's never come back on sale in JP, never. Turns out, Global's getting a very different attitude and a very different way of selling and reselling cosmetics. So obviously it's back, right? I have had it for the past few months since it came out on global on my HOWZER, and I had the Jericho set as well. I didn't have the Gila or Gil Thunder or griamore set, and I'm actually kind of considering getting the griamore set. But the HOWZER set is very good. But like I said, this is a change for free to play. So what exactly am I talking about? Well, not only have they brought back this set to purchase for real money, but after 2 weeks, after the sale is over, it's actually less than 2 weeks now because I waited to make this video. So it's actually about 10 or 11 days. It's gonna be for sale individually for diamonds, which again, okay, the entire sale has never happened again on JP, and then the individual pieces have never been on sale on JP for diamonds. So this is huge for free-to-play players. I strongly recommend that you save up. I mean, as a free-to-play player, you should always be floating at least like 30 or 60 diamonds. You never know what's gonna come next. But yeah, HOWZER is just fantastic. You know, still the best farmer in the game, right? And also good for geared PvP right now with the Pierce meta. He's not going to be good forever, but he's not bad at all. And this weapon is just way too much value to pass up for 30 diamonds. This one, not so much. You could probably skip on this set. Again, as a free-to-play, you get to choose individually. Sure, it's 90 diamonds for all 3 pieces, which is pretty bad value if you compare it to the 33, which is basically 120 diamonds worth for $30. But yeah, you don't need this set. And then this one's nice, but it's regen. If it was lifesteal, I would have, you know, a lot more to say about it. But yeah, regen is I think regen's the worst one. Recovery is not bad because it affects your healing, but regeneration rate is legitimately the worst one in the game. Let me just double check that. Regeneration. Yeah, regeneration is just terrible. Recovery is not bad. Recovery is not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. But regen is toilet tier. It's literally the worst stat in the game. So yeah, this is huge. Not only does this mean, like I said, that free-to-plays will get access to what we originally thought were only paid cosmetics, and again, one of the, like, not one of the best paid cosmetic for one of the best characters in the game, as long as you value farming. But on top of that, the Black Flame set. for Red Demon Meliodas. A lot of people had suggested, you know, spending on the banner for Red Demon Meliodas to pull him just to buy his cosmetic, just to buy the Black Flame set, because once it was gone off sale, it wasn't going to come back because they were following the logic of JP, and then players did that just so they would have an extra UR set for Blue Demon Meliodas. Now, that's pretty rich. A lot of players are not going to do that regardless, even if they are spenders on the game, because you don't know, right? You could be spending thousands of diamonds trying to pull Red Demon Meliodas. But the really good thing now is if they set this precedent, and if they continue down this path doing this, where they're going to promise to re-release sets, so you don't have that crazy FOMO, like fear of missing out, like, oh my god, I have to buy the set now, it's going to be gone and it's never coming back. Not only do they you know, are they gonna set that up, or they seem to be setting that up, right? Who knows? I can't speak for the future forever for Netmarble. They'll get greedy eventually and release something that's never gonna come back. But for now, at least, they're bringing everything back. And then not only are they bringing it back for real money, but then 2 weeks later, they're gonna be bringing it out individually for diamonds. So you bet your ass, if I don't buy the full set for the full Black Flame set for Red and Blue Demon Melee for money, then I'll be purchasing the individual pieces for diamonds after that. And then that goes for like any marquee character, right? Like maybe you want to get those individual pieces of the Malevolent Knight set for Escanor, and all these other, you know, really good cosmetics. Honestly, man, the Griamore one's kind of cool, right? You got to see it to understand what I'm saying. You got to see it to understand what I'm saying. It's kind of cool though, right? He's got the fuckboy haircut. He's looking so dieseled. It's too bad that Red Griamore doesn't benefit from this. Like, you can't equip it. It's only for Green Griamore. I'm pretty triggered by that, but yeah, it looks sick. I'm on the fence about purchasing this one or not, but I'm very happy with what they've done for global, and that the fact that they're doing this for cosmetics. I don't think that any cosmetic should be permanently gone or exclusive to, you know, just a 2-week period, because it not only does it prey on, you know, the insecurities and the sort of gamblers thing of a lot of players, and it forces a lot of players to spend money where they might not have spent money. So I don't like that from like a psychological point of view, preying on players. But then also, it makes this game, it sets this game up to be so much more free-to-play friendly for so long. And that's one thing that's sort of not depressed me, but it's kind of bumped me out about other games that I play, especially Marvel Future Fight, is when you used to say, right, that a game was free-to-play friendly. And you could think about this, you could apply this logic to any game that you play. If you play, like, you know, Epic 7 or 7 Knights or FGO, or you play, you know, Brave Exvius, any of those games, if they have started out really free-to-play friendly and then gotten less free-to-play friendly as they get older, it's a bummer, man. It's a bummer. But this is a move. Again, it's really early, right? Global's been around for what, 3.5 months? So we're not talking like the 3rd or 4th year, but still, the fact that they're making these moves and they're making the game, not only are they bringing more quality of life changes to global faster than they did for JP, which is excellent. They're not making us wait and sort of struggle through all that, which is great, because it literally doesn't cost them anything. And it doesn't, you know, actually, I mean, it might make them a bit more money and like frustration spending, but it will definitely build them a lot more community appreciation, which I think will get more players to spend overall, and maybe get some free-to-play players to convert into spending players. And then this change for the cosmetics is huge. Honestly, it is really huge. It'll be interesting to see if they continue it, obviously, because they could just turn around and the next set they release, they're like, this is limited edition and it's not coming back. But the wording and the information that they have given us so far is that not only are these sets back, like they're legitimately back now, that's something you can confirm with your eyes, but then they will be sold for diamonds. So if you haven't picked this one up, you use HOWZER, you absolutely, okay, stop laughing. You absolutely have to save 30 diamonds and purchase this. And then you can also look forward to other weapons and other items and sort of pick and choose exactly what you want, because it'll be available in the future for diamonds as a free-to-play player. The last one I would say maybe think about getting when it's on sale for diamonds. It's not as valuable now because Jericho's not used for Season 2 of the Knighthood boss, but it's available for all 3 Jerichos, and all 3 Jerichos have use. These 2 are good passive subs, but the weapon, it's 2% pierce rate and 5% crit damage. It's a very good weapon, the Violet Blade. Again, this one's not bad. It's got a lot of substats, crit defense, crit resist, and resist. It's not bad at all. And then this one does have 2% lifesteal, so this is actually generally better than the one I was talking about for HOWZER minus the weapon. But I would say at least consider picking up the weapon if you invested heavily into Jericho, but you didn't get the weapon the first time around. Like if you have a 75 or 80 Jericho now, it wouldn't hurt. And it'll be available for 30 diamonds. And again, if you're playing PvP, you can at least get, you should be at least getting 30, hopefully 40, 50, 60 diamonds per week from ungeared champ rewards. So yeah, I'm really happy to see that they're doing this change for global. I think it's definitely better. You know, they have to consider the spending habits and the general attitude to microtransactions between players in North America and Europe, which is more made up of the global audience, and then versus players in the JP server who are, you know, mostly made up of Asian players. Not necessarily that they're Asian people, but they're in Asia playing. Well, they could be anywhere, and technically, but for the most part, right? Your average user isn't going to jump through all the hoops of, you know, downloading the QA app or what a QB, whatever it's called, that app. I don't know if it's a streaming app, QB. I've been seeing advertisements for it with Chance the Rapper. But anyways, I think they have to consider the differences in spending habits and the differences in the way that certain players in certain countries consider microtransactions. So I think this is a good change. It would be cool if it came to JP as well, but I mean, I can't speak to that, obviously. It's really up to them and how they see things. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this change for the cosmetics. I am really happy with it. And yeah, if you're free to play, the game just got even better. So cheers to that. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.